Since the last time, there has been one edition of Camels that I know of, which is a Steel Dromedon, and that is replacing the Combat Medic. That is the only addition to Camels of Christ. Since Camels of Christ did not beat the challenge deck last year, it's going to have a second go. And I am going to have to do a reshuffle and take a mulligan. So turn one. Playing Ginger Brute. Considering it's got haste, I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack for another one. I'm playing a Shimmer Drift Veil, which comes into play tapped, but I'm choosing white. I'm attacking for one. Okay, it was a Massacre Totem. Now, the challenge deck is different for those who don't remember. It's different from Horde because there's the artifacts in here. And this particular artifact says that when it goes in the graveyard from anywhere, the Horde mills 7 cards. The last card is one of those artifacts, and it says that when it's put into the graveyard from anywhere, each player draws a card. They don't count as a player, though. And I drew a Riptide Replicator. So now it's the Horde's first turn. It's a 2-3 Minotaur and a 2-2 Minotaur, so I have nothing to block, so I'm going to take 4 damage. My turn. I'm playing an Armored Ascension on Ginger Brute. It gets +1/+1 for each planes I control. So therefore Ginger Brute is now a 4-4, and I'm not going to attack because I need a 4-4 to defend to kill off one of those things. That's a 3-2 and that's a 2-2, so my 4-4 Gingerbread Man is going to kill off the 3-2, and I take 6 damage. Playing Path of Ancestry. It comes to play tapped. My commander, Manjera the Diplomat, is now in play. As you can see, he's got lifelink. Whenever my opponent draws its second card, I draw a card. Whenever it attacks with 2 or more creatures, I draw a card. And it's a 2-4. So, extra blocker. Horde's turn. Okay, so the Horde has casted its second spell. I drew a Radiant Angel. The Horde is attacking with 6 creatures. And I drew an Eldrazi Conscription. My Ginger Brute's going to block this, and my Jera is going to block that one, so I gain 2 life, and I take 6 damage. My turn. I'm playing a Snow Fortress. It's a wall. It's pummable on offense, it's pummable on defense, and I can pay 3 and destroy target, or deals 1 damage to target creature without flying. So Horde's turn. I play 2 spells. I drew planes. They're attacking with more than 2 creatures. I drew Renewed Faith. Now, that card just gave them all Death Touch to the end of turn. And so I'm taking 8 damage. Playing a Venerable Monk comes into play. I gain 2 life. Path of Ancestry, I get to scry. I'm playing a Renewed Faith. I gain 6 life. I'm not going to attack. It's the Horde's turn. They casted 2 spells. I draw a card. They're attacking with more than 2 creatures. I draw a card. That is a 3-2. It's going to get blocked by my commander. That's 2-4 lifelink, so I gain 2 life. The 0-4 wall is going to block the 2-3. This 2-2 is going to block that 2-2. Ginger Brute is going to block that, and I take 4 damage. My turn. I'm playing Angelic Destiny on my commander. It now gets +4/+4. It now has +4/+4, first strike, flying, and is also an angel. I also have 9 cards in my hand, so goodbye Gideon, and goodbye Radiant Archangel. So Horde's turn. They play 2 spells. I drew a land. Attacking with more than 2 creatures, I draw a card, which is a Righteousness. My 6/8 is going to block that guy. I gain 6 life. He's going to block that. Paying 2 mana, going to bump that up to a 2-4 to block that 2-2. And then I take 4 damage. My turn. Playing a land. Yeah. Playing an Angel's Tomb. Solitary Camel. It's a 3-2. If there's this desert in play or in the graveyard, it gains lifelink. Because creature just came into play. Angel's Tomb now is a 3/3 flying angel token, which is attacking. Okay, so now, 2 spells. I drew a Karu. They're attacking with 4 creatures. I drew a land. My 6/8's gonna block that. I immediately gain 6 life. Ginger Brute's gonna block that. That's gonna block that. I'm playing a Righteousness on the Solitary Camel to give it +7/+7 to kill that. My turn. I'm playing an Eldrazi Conscription on the Solitary Camel. That gives it +10/+10 trample and Annihilator 2. However, Annihilator 2 doesn't do anything unless you're attacking, which I'm not going to attack with it yet. The Horde turn, they play 2 spells. Okay. That simply says that on the next turn, they will draw 3 creatures, 3 cards a turn. They're attacking with 2 creatures. His ability means I get to draw a card, which was a Plains. These 2 are going to block these 2. It's my turn. Bloodlight Pretender. I have a card, so I'm going to discard a Guardian Angel. I'm attacking with my 13/12 Camel with Annihilator 2 and Trample. Because of Annihilator 2, they have to sacrifice 2 permanents. They only have 1, so that goes away. Refreshing Elixir just went in the graveyard, so I gain 5 life. Vitality Salve goes in the graveyard. Each player returns a creature card from the graveyard to play. Refreshing Elixir, I gain another 5 life. Each player draws a card. And that was that. So I'm bringing back a Radiant Angel. Radiant Angel has Vigilance and gets +1/+1 for each other creature that has flying. These 2 have flying, so that 3/3 is now a 5/5. And it's now the Horde's turn. They casted their second spell, and the 2 creatures come into play tapped. They're 5/4s, so the Horde's not attacking. My turn. I have 10 cards in my hand, and I'm going to drop that to 9 cards by playing a Snow-Covered Plains. I'm going to then cycle a Desert of the True. Because there's a desert in the graveyard, the camel now gets lifelink. And I drew Sire Ginger, the Meal Ender. He's now in play. I still have a creature card. I still have 8 cards. I'm going to tap those 4 and put a Divine Transformation. He's now a 6/4. Because a creature came into play, that's now a artifact creature. That's attacking for 3. Radiant Archangel and his Vigilance is attacking. And the Solitary Camel is attacking as well. And I won.
Yay!
Just if you're not aware, Caribou Range is the card that started this entire set. This entire concept of a Christmas-themed Magic the Gathering deck is all based off the fact of Caribou Range exists. So, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Click the like button if you liked it. Leave a comment. And Merry Christmas and goodbye.